Our start.
Yeah. There we go.
Guess it's going, I didn't hear it, but it says it's recording.
It says recording. Okay, we're gonna call our JEDD meeting to order. First item on the agenda is, I think we need a roll call. Who's gonna do the roll call? Greg?
Sure, why not? Mr. Weedman,
Present.
Mr. Lucero. Yes, here. Mr. Camp,
Here.
Ms. Schwagman,
Present.
Ms. Serna.
Here.
Okay. First item on the agenda is election of officers. Do we have a motion?
I move that Tom Weedman be named chairman of the Sycamore Township Deer Park JEDD.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford?
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Mr. Lucero. Aye. Mr. Camp.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman,
Aye.
Ms. Serna.
Okay, next item on the agenda is appointment of managing administrator. Make the motion, we make Greg Bickford our managing administrator.
Second.
Motion and second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford?
Yes, sir. Mr. Weedman. Mr. Lucero. Aye. Mr. Camp.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman,
Aye.
Ms. Serna.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion that we make Greg Ficero our vice chairman.
Second.
Motion and second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford?
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Mr. Lucero. Aye.
You can't get out of it.
I was gonna abstain.
Mr. Camp.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Ms. Serna.
Okay, I wish everybody would turn their phones off. Okay, next, I'd like to make a motion to make Tom Camp secretary treasurer. Motion second, any further discussion?
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Mr. Lucero. Aye. Mr. Camp.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Ms. Serna.
Okay, board is back in place. Next item on the agenda is approval of the 2005 JED meeting minutes. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford?
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Mr. Lucero. Aye. Mr. Camp.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Ms. Serna.
Okay, next item on the agenda is district update. You have something, Greg?
Don't have any district update. I know BJ's here to talk about some of the collection issues we've been having, I guess, on the construction.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, BJ?
I brought our tax administrator with us. We've had some very much difficulty collecting.
Hey, BJ, can you go up there just to speak? Maybe we can hear a little bit better. Is that fan seem to be a little,
Brian was,
Mr. Weaven, good to see you. Brian Pacheco, the law director for the city of Deer Park, and been asked to kind of talk about some of these issues. I had a conversation with Larry, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, which Larry raised this issue that the board was concerned about the collection of the taxes. And I want to both assure and also reiterate to the board that Deer Park's very aware of its obligations to collect the tax that it believes it can collect. The only problems here are just a matter of trying to get the people served. And figuring out who's actually there, because the information that we get is not necessarily either complete for our perspective, or people are not responding. And if we can't get them to respond, if we don't think we have the right people, then obviously we can't collect tax from them. So it's really a simple matter of not wanting to do it, not exercising what I think we can do within the law to do that. It's just a matter of not finding them, quite frankly. In fact, Sheena, let me see that, please. Yeah. Yeah, just stay with me. So I can hand the ball off to you. So we have a couple of, I'm not going to get into the taxpayers' names and so forth because we're public, but we have certified letters to individual companies that we believe that we've been provided information as who taxes might be owed from. The one responded and actually made a payment. So we need to look at the recons to make sure they're doing the right amount, but we actually have some progress in that regard since the last JED meeting. The second one that is what we believe to be the big player.
The developer.
of the construction, the certified letter is still in transit, meaning they haven't received it. Before I can do anything, first of all, we can't cite a company to court. I have to have an individual. So, and in order for me to do that, I have to serve them with a certified mailing. And I have to know that they have received it. If they haven't received it, then I have to kind of go in and find different ways to get that mailing to them. This one, it could have been delivered, just not signed for, and or the mail has not scanned it back to let us know. And it hasn't come back to Deer Park. So we're kind of in a,
What's the time frame on that, Sheena?
that was
So
mailed
start-
out.
Started 12/28. 12/28, 1/9, 1/23, 2/28, 3/5. The other problem too is that this is an out of state, which makes service difficult.
So this is the developer that actually
Yes.
owns it?
And
Correct.
And then with this, when you get to something like this, with construction companies and developers, those people have to be on site for more than 20 days to have to collect the tax on that. So if you've got a construction company that's got 100 individuals working for them, 10 of them may only be there 5 days. They're not going to withhold that tax.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
We in? Okay. Proceed.
Thanks, Mr. Weedman. So I want to assure the board that Deer Park's doing what it needs to be doing to collect the taxes. There are three problems. One, we have to find and get some response. Two, we then have to evaluate the response. And three, then we have to evaluate the response and apply the proper tax. And what Ms. Johnson is identifying is that even in a case where we've received payment, they may not owe it, depending on what we determine in the investigation, correct? So the point is that for months, we've known that the board has had a concern, and we want the board to know that we're on it. We appreciate the board's concern, and we're trying to collect what we can lawfully collect as quickly as possible. So if there are further questions, and obviously I know you see the next board meeting will be in June, happy to come back and let you know where we are on the respective issues. And appreciate the board's time and concern about it, and understanding that it needs and wants to collect what should be collected. And
Sure.
We share that concern and want to do that as best we can.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Just real quick,
Yes.
if you have a specific address, all of the addresses that we have been found on the internet or Facebook. That's it. I have no individual to send to. Don't know if I have the correct companies. The very first certified I sent to went to one. They came back and sent me something from the state of Ohio saying they were not involved. So I'm kind of, if the township has anything on file with a correct address, that'll help narrow this down and get a response quicker.
So the one that was sent to the out of state that hasn't been responded to?
Correct.
That was on
one has not.
12/28,
The original.
Yep, the original.
and then
And
all
see,
those
those-
those dates you gave us were subsequent dates where another one was sent?
Well, no, there was one sent, hang on, we sent one back in August that finally came back, and that one in August, they sent documents from the state of Ohio stating they were not involved in this development. And then, so then I did some more digging, found a Facebook post, had an address, looked at all those names, picked one, and was hoping that we got somewhere. That is the one that is still in transit.
Okay.
That,
Who were the two companies? Is that something?
I prefer that not be discussed publicly. I'm not sure the confidentiality of that, right, as I say it right now, so I don't want to discuss it.
Would that information be available through your permit?
Probably.
Permit process.
yes, I
process?
mean, if I get an address that we can try, that'll definitely help.
Jeff, can you pull it up and see if we can find that?
So,
Yeah, if there's a way that,
Who's reviewing
Yeah,
I mean,
this?
anytime, like, you know, just for both the JED and the JEDs, anytime a new business goes in there, it doesn't hurt to get that information from
Sure.
the township over to us, so that we can get right on that. But this is a hard one. And construction companies, even in Deer Park, they're very hard to get a hold of because they've got lots of people. Sometimes they're 1099 employees, and you know, then the company has to send all those, and we go after them individually. But you just don't know. It's very hard with the construction company. So that's it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Weaver.
Thank you, appreciate it. With that, regarding a district update, do we have any, so you said we had a collection, do we have any update on what's been collected in that?
We've only received one payment. That was back in October of 2023. And the reconciliations for 2023 were due February 28th. So those are all still trickling in right now. We do have a stack of those. We're going through the mail trying to get those processed. As of now, I haven't received anything on the JED though.
Okay, all right, great.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, any other business? If not, the date of our next meeting is June 4th. Hey, Brian, can you hold on one second?
Sure.
Let me just finish this.
Yeah, absolutely.
The date of our next meeting is June 4th, 2024 at 3:45 PM. And if there's no other business, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion, we have a second?
I'll second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Okay, we are going to call our Sycamore Township JEDZ Kenwood Northwest District meeting to order. Roll call, Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman,
Present?
Ms. Schwegman,
Here.
Mr. Kellums,
Here.
Mr. Yetter.
Here.
Mr. Camp.
What happened?
Well,
Let me go search for Mr.
no, his stuff's still here. I didn't realize he wasn't sitting down. Oops.
His chair's turned sideways.
We started without him.
I don't know. Must be a full moon.
Located.
We're waiting on Tom.
Motion to adjourn.
You get somebody else to sign.
My apologies.
All right, Mr. Camp, you here?
Here.
Ms. Westmark.
Here.
Okay, next item on the agenda is appointment of executive director, organization board, excuse me. We have a motion.
Motion to nominate Tom Weedman as chairman of the Kenwood Northwest JEDZ district.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman,
Aye.
Ms. Schwegman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums. Mr. Yetter. Mr. Camp.
Aye.
Ms. Westmark.
Aye.
Okay, I'll make a motion to nominate Tracy Schwegman as vice chairman. Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman,
Aye.
Ms. Schwegman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums. Mr. Yetter.
Aye.
Mr. Camp.
Aye.
Ms. Westmark.
Aye.
Okay, I will make a motion to nominate BJ Yetter as secretary.
He's treasurer.
Excuse me, treasurer.
A second.
Secretary. Motion is second. Any further discussion? Why don't you take them both, BJ?
Just combine it.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Who seconded that? Who did?
Tracy
I did.
Schwegman did.
Sorry, I did.
Mr. Weedman,
Aye.
Ms. Schwegman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums. Mr. Yetter.
Aye.
Mr. Camp.
Aye.
Ms. Westmark.
Aye.
Okay, and I would like to make a motion to nominate Tom Camp as treasurer. Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Yetter.
Aye.
Mr. Cannon.
Aye.
Ms. Westmark.
Aye.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is approval of minutes, excuse me, appointment of executive director. I thought we already. I'll make a motion to appoint Greg Bickford as the executive director.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Yetter.
Aye.
Mr. Cannon.
Aye.
Ms. Westmark.
Aye.
And next we will have approval of minutes from the December 5th meeting. Do we have a motion?
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Yetter.
Aye.
Mr. Cannon.
Aye.
Ms. Westmark.
Aye.
Okay, next item on the agenda is district update.
I have in front of you the accounting so far for this year on JEDZ. In the month of February, we were down a little bit, but you're back up 6,000, pretty good. So the JEDZ is performing quite well so far. And the only reason why I think we're down in February is because of the month, calendar month. And at this point, but everything is in play and doing very well.
Okay. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. BJ, how do with Jewish hospital and doctors doing surgery here, not doing surgery, how do we know that what we're collecting is accurate? Do you have any way of knowing that or?
We have no way of finding that information. Most of those are I know when my wife worked here, the doctors were contractors. And they through locums, which is the local doc coming in the local. But that was taken through their account. Before, some of them were there every day. But we had no way of checking.
I know that's always a concern. You Jewish
Sure.
doctors, just make sure we're catching all of them.
Is there a way through their HR department to determine if there is a, 2 or 3 third-party companies that they use that we can pursue? I don't know if that's an option or not.
Yeah.
Sure.
So they are actually, already, I guess that basically we get their W-2s from the HR
So if you
department.
could just go to.
Okay. We already get their W-2s from the HR department. So when they reconcile, like I was talking, those
Right.
are due at the end of, we get those every year. So as long as those W-2s match what we have received, then that's what they're filing with the IRS as well.
Got it.
I mean, so it's kind of one of those things where there may be people in there that you're not going to go, but again, it's like a construction company. You don't know when these people are in there. It's very, very hard to figure out. We know when that one comes in. I can't remember what payroll they use. I think they're in a payroll company where it comes in with a stack of them, like an ADP or a Paychex, where they send them all to us. And then reconciliation time, we add those up. If we have a discrepancy, we then would send out a letter saying, hey, why is such and such W-2, or why as a whole, whereas we only received $500 when we should have received 1,000. We'll send them and ask them why, and then they have to provide us with the documentation saying, they were in other locations, or we withheld to another JEDZ or another city, and then they provide us with that information.
Okay.
Just for the purpose of the record, could you note your name and position with your firm?
Sheena Johnson, the finance director.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other?
One more.
Yep.
Over here, and she brought up a great point earlier. We used to, when we first started with JEDZ, every time a zoning certificate was issued, we'd send it off to the jurisdiction. So Jeff, just make sure that we're doing that again. Anytime a zoning certificate get issued, let's make sure we send out the information so the city
Yes.
has an easier way for them to collect too. I think that'll help us.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point, Greg. Anything else? Okay, if there is no other business, the date of the next meeting is June 4th, 2024 at 4 PM. And if there's no other business, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
You have a second?
So we had 2 motions. So one of you guys want to be a second?
Second.
Mo-
No, it's a
I
second.
thought everybody just wanted to stay here a while. I don't know. Motion is second, all in favor.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Real quick,
Thank you.
if we want to buy something at
Or
Deer
14
Park,
PM.
Okay, we're going to call our Sycamore Township JEDZ Kenwood Southwest meeting to order. First item on the agenda is organization of the board. Do we have a motion?
Move that Tom Weedman be named chairman of the Northwest. Whoa, slow down.
sorry.
Of the Northwest,
You're right, Northwest.
Northwest
No.
JEDZ.
Southwest.
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 Are we
Whatever.
at the right?
We are at the.
Okay, we're at the right. Okay. I nominate Tom Weedman to be chairman of the Sycamore Township Kenwood Southwest JEDZ.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Larmour.
Aye.
Mr. Muthing.
Yes.
Mr. Rosen.
yes.
Okay. Next item, I'm going to nominate Tracy Schwagman as vice chairman.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums. Mr. Larmour.
Aye.
Mr. Muthing.
Yes.
Mr. Rosen.
Aye.
Okay. My next nomination is for secretary, Tom Muthing. Do we have a second? Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Larmour.
Aye.
Mr. Muthing.
Yes.
Mr. Rosen.
Aye.
Okay, and I'm going to nominate Scott Larmour for treasurer.
Okay.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Larmour.
Aye.
Mr. Muthing.
Yes.
Mr. Rosen.
Aye.
I would like to nominate, make the appointment of executive director to be Greg Bickford. Do we have a second? Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Larmour.
Aye.
Mr. Muthing.
Yes.
Mr. Rosen.
Aye.
Okay. Next item on the agenda, approval of minutes from December 5th meeting. Do we have a motion?
I move.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Larmour.
Aye.
Mr. Muthing.
Yes.
Mr. Rosen.
Aye.
Okay, next item on the agenda is district update.
So you should have the report that shows the transaction we just did on Monday for the fourth quarter, and then you should have a spreadsheet there that shows how it compares to the previous quarters. Do you have that, Jeff?
Jeff?
This is all for the Southwest.
Yes.
This is all I have for the Southwest.
All right, you know the spreadsheet?
Yeah, I think that was the only thing I got.
Okay, all right. I'll just talk about it in general, though. In terms of this fourth quarter, we did very well. Compared to last year, it was a 12% increase over 2022's fourth quarter. Overall, for the year, we closed out at about 5% increase in JEDZ collections. So withholding seems to probably be the strongest category for us. Net profit has not done so great, but withholding has been doing well. So Ken Smallwood was going to be here, but he was sick today, so that's why I'm giving the update. That concludes my report.
Okay,
Good news.
any questions?
Just one question. Last time you mentioned that you were going to go to a standard.
We are, and Greg is working on that, so we're a little behind on that, but Greg's going to work on that. We talked about it today, and he's going to get something out so we can get everybody on the same page. And for you guys, we'll just have to report quarterly versus monthly, because the other guys will report. So, okay. Any other questions? Okay, if there are no other questions, the date of the next meeting is Tuesday, June 4th, 2024 at 4:15. And if we have no other business, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
4:22 PM.
Very
Okay, we're going to call our Sycamore Township JEDZ East District meeting to order.
Yeah.
Okay, first item on the agenda, roll call,
Mr. Weedman,
present.
Ms. Schwagman,
Aye, or present, sorry. Oh my God.
Mr. Norton Smith,
Present.
Mr. Staubach. Here. Mr. Bourne.
On his way.
Okay.
Okay, next item on the agenda.
You're not on my list. Are you on the board officially now?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Callums. Okay.
Okay, next item on the agenda, disorganization of the board.
Nominate Tom Weedman to be chairman of the Sycamore Township JEDZ Kenwood East, JEDZ district, please.
Second.
Motion second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Callums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach.
Yes.
Mr. Norton Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Bourne's not here. So.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Vice Chairman Tracy Strikeman to Vice Chairman.
Second.
Motion second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Callums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach. Yes. Mr. Norton Smith.
Aye.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Rick Staubach to Secretary.
Second.
Motion second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Callums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach.
Yes.
Mr. Norton Smith.
Aye.
And I would like to make a motion to appoint Ken Bourne as treasurer.
Second.
Motion second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Callums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach.
Yes.
Mr. Bourne. Here, Mr. Norton Smith.
Aye.
That's what you get when you're not here.
That's right.
That's right.
You get appointed.
You get appointed.
Exactly right. Okay, I would like to appoint Greg Bickford as our executive director. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Callums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach.
Yes.
Mr. Norton Smith.
Yes.
Okay, next item on the agenda is a district update.
Approvals.
Approval of minutes, we have a motion to approve the minutes from this.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Callums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach.
Yes.
Mr. Norton Smith.
Yes.
Okay, and now, district update, what you've been all reading for. You want to go through this with us here?
Sure.
Looks like we're having, let's see, we're pretty close to we
Right.
did prior year.
Yes, so for the East, looks like we are about 2% down, or roughly $8,500 for the or through reconciled through February for compared to last year, which in general is pretty much kind of where we would anticipate being. There is some fluctuation just with filing and whatnot. You can see that we are at this point capped at the 7,500 for the administration allowance, which is why the 1% is not collected at this point. But again, as it filters down, you can see that that translates to roughly the township share of about 315,000 of the 365 and 35,000 going to the city of Madeira, which again, those numbers are pretty much on par with where we were through February of last year. Just as a note, the refund general ledger balance, I was informed by the finance department that they, given that number is a little bit low, they may withhold an additional fee for refunds. Again, they from time to time do that based upon just refund activity, anticipating a larger amount. But again, that would just, if we don't withhold it, then we end up paying it out. Just so it's just a kind of a rainy day fund, if you will. So that number may tick up a little bit by 10,000 or so, just to be a little bit proactive. But in general, like I said, we are tracking pretty close to last year.
Any questions? I had one. So I know that the Kenwood Towers is reorganizing a bunch of tenants Are they complete with that or, you know?
I am not aware. No, I would say that again, the typical methodology is to kind of check directories and, and we do ask that, if we do tenants or that changeover whatnot, that we are notified from landlords and property maintenance, or property managers and whatnot. But I'm not aware of anything kind of related specifically to that user.
Any other questions? Not, the date of the next meeting is Tuesday, June 4th, 2024 at 4:30 PM. And if there's no other business for the police district, we will take a motion to adjourn. So move.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
You're adjourned.
4:36 PM.
Okay, we're going to call the Sycamore Township JEDZ Kenwood Central District meeting to order. Roll call, Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman,
Present.
Ms. Schwagman,
Here.
Mr. Kellums,
Here.
Mr. Staubach. Here. Mr. Bourne, Mr. Norton Smith.
Okay, next item on the agenda is the organization and board.
I nominate Tom Weedman to be chairman of the Sycamore Township Kenwood Central JEDZ District.
Motion second, any further discussion? Mr. Bickford.
Mr. Weedman,
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman,
Aye.
Mr. Kellums,
Aye.
Mr. Staubach. Yes. Mr. Norton Smith.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Tracy Schwegman to vice chairman.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford?
Mr. Weedman,
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach. Yes. Mr. Norton Smith.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Rick Staubach to secretary.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford?
Mr. Weedman,
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman,
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach. Yes. Mr. Norton Smith.
Yes.
And I'd like to make a motion to appoint Ken Bourne to treasurer.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford?
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach. Yes. Mr. Norton Smith.
Yes.
And lastly, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Greg Bickford to executive director.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford?
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach. Yes. Mr. Norton Smith.
Yes.
Okay, next item on the agenda is approval of minutes from December 5th. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Bickford?
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Ms. Schwagman.
Aye.
Mr. Kellums.
Aye.
Mr. Staubach. Yes. Mr. Norton Smith.
Yes.
Okay, next item on the agenda is a district update. And I think this looks like this could be some issues.
Yes, so overall, we're looking at about a 23% decrease, or roughly 116,000 or so, reconciled through February with the Central District. This is a little bit misleading, just in looking at this and talking to our finance department, we had one major user that reconciled 3 years of payments in the first half of last year. So there was kind of a balloon that we didn't have at kind of reflected again this year. So that could account for some of it, but the Central has typically been, a little bit more stable than this. I mean,
Yes.
it was trending down a little bit, but obviously we think that balloon payment may have been kind of a part of the reason for this significant decline. So obviously we'll continue to watch it going forward. But similar to kind of with the East, we are also at the $7,500 administration allowance. So that item is zeroed out. And so kind of boiling it all down, we see roughly 333,000 going to the township and roughly 37,000 going to the city share at this point.
I think I remember maybe 2 or 3 years ago, we had this similar situation
Right.
where there was an overpayment that kind of distorted the numbers.
Right. And I think in this case, it was one of those just, again, they filed 3 years worth of payments kind of at one time. And again, we pick it up in 1 year as opposed to over 3
Right.
years. And so that does create a little bit of a discrepancy. So again, hopefully that starts to smooth out as we get further through the year. But obviously, 3 years is a pretty significant amount to overcome.
Yep.
So it probably will have ripples going throughout 2024.
So like I even go back to the minutes of December and it was looking like, November was 12,000
Right. To the
dollars stronger than the month
Right.
prior, so it was trending quite positively.
Yes.
So hopefully it is that abnormal 3-year reconciliation that has skewed these numbers, and we'll hopefully see it smooth out as
Yeah.
we move through the year.
And I would say also, just kind of as another note, we are carrying a fairly significant refund balance here. And again, that's just a function of, the 2% we continue to collect and then just don't issue refunds out against it. So yes, that's a fairly significant portion, but that is, part of the contract that we continue to carry that 2%.
Okay, now that was there because of one overpayment that was made, and we were looking that it would get eaten into. Is that going to carry forward? Are we still waiting for that refund to become?
So yes, there is, my understanding is we still have a fairly significant refund potentially on the books that we haven't processed. We've made the user aware of it, is my understanding. But even so, the percentage, again, the 2% is just kind of accrues continually as well. So as without. refunds against it.
At what point do we anticipate not needing to keep that large of a refund in that balance of?
So the statute is 3 years on the filing. So until they close it out, I would.
Okay, so it might be another year.
It might be another.
That happened a while ago.
Yeah, you're right.
And I would say
3 years
that
old.
this particular user, my understanding, sent us another payment that we're potentially not processing, just because it would, again, increase our liability to potentially issue a refund back. So
Okay.
we're working with them to try to
Resolve that.
resolve the issue.
Okay,
If they
perfect.
want to overpay us constantly,
I,
that's okay.
I said we should just cash the check, but the finance department didn't
Yeah.
appreciate that.
They didn't like that.
I didn't think that was so great.
Okay, any other questions? Any other comments? Any other business? If not, our next meeting is June 4th, 2024. Immediately following the JEDZ East meeting. If there's no other business, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 We're adjourned.
4:43
Thanks, everybody.
PM.